In this video, we're gonna discover downtown New Bern, probably like you've never experienced it before, especially if you haven't been here. I'm gonna take you from place to place, from block to block. We're gonna see everything that downtown New Bern has to offer, and we're getting started right now. What's up everyone, this is Ray Copeland with sellingnorthcarolina.com, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play right here in New Bern, North Carolina, then consider subscribing to the channel and do not forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll be reminded every time we drop a new video. So here we are in downtown New Bern, North Carolina. Right now I am just casually strolling in Union Point Park. This is where we're starting this tour of downtown New Bern. As you can see here, I'm on the waterfront, and as you can see behind me, this is where the Trent and Neuse River converge. Just beautiful, breathtaking, scenic views. I absolutely love coming to Union Point Park, just taking a stroll with the family, coming here by yourself, just catching a minute, a breather. It's just perfect place to come. So beautiful. And as you can see here, New Bern has done a really awesome job of upkeeping Union Point Park. Just an excellent maintained walkway right here. And it kind of goes all along the water. As you can see here, it goes all behind me, goes all the way around, and goes even in front of me as well. So I just want to kind of start here at Union Point Park, and then we'll go from block to block, and I'll show you some other things as well. And right now I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see a panoramic view of Union Point Park. And so let me do that real quick. All right, so as you can see here, here is Union Point Park right here. And they are currently taking down Christmas decorations. They just started doing that this morning. And let me walk back this way so you can kind of get a really cool view of the river here, the Neuse River. And as you can see here, this is the Neuse River out here. And then this is the, if I could pan back over here, there's the drawbridge that right there that comes into downtown New Bern. And right through that drawbridge is the Trent River. And so obviously, like I said, this is where the Trent and the Neuse converge. There is what I have always called ever since I've grown up here, I call it the Big Bridge. So do my kids, they call it the Big Bridge as well. Here is the boat dock that is right here in Union Point Park. So you can pull your boat up, you can tie off, and you can just hop right through the gate down there and come right into Union Point Park. So let me explain a little bit about, I guess from a geographical standpoint, these bridges and which way you would go if you were going to certain locations. So if you see this drawbridge, these cars going on along this drawbridge right here, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 green signs. You can see the road signs down there. So you got a couple options right there. If you get off that drawbridge and you can continue going straight, and you can just head towards Havelock and to the beaches, to Atlantic Beach. Take you about 50 minutes, depending on traffic, maybe sometimes more if traffic is real heavy. You can also take the exit right once you get off this drawbridge and get you back on the bypass, and it'll take you back towards just New Bern. And there's a couple exits you can take heading towards New Bern that way if you needed to go shopping, grocery store, or whatnot. Also, if you continue going straight off this drawbridge, you can hang a right before going straight into Havelock and towards the beaches. You can hang a right and get on this bridge right here. And then once you get on that bridge, you have a few options. You can actually head towards Bridgeton, or you can head towards Pamlico County. And so that's the way you would go for that. Here's the gazebo here in downtown New Bern. Here in Union Point Park. Just a beautiful gazebo. They have a lot of events under this gazebo. And actually there is a lot of events that happen in Union Point Park just in general. They, especially when Mum Fest happens here in October, they obviously have a lot of vendors set up here. They've done I think they've done movie nights here in Union Point Park. They host concerts. And when they do concerts, they kind of set the stage up over there where that tree is right there, and they'll do concerts here. But as you can see, I mean, you can see people walking right along the water. Like I said, that walkway starts right over there near that red car, and that path comes all the way around to the waterfront where we were. And then it continues going all the way around. It actually goes underneath the drawbridge, and you can kind of continue walking, you can actually continue walking behind the convention center. But here is Union Point Park. Obviously, it's one way in. Here in Union Point Park, you come in that way, you come around this way. You can actually continue going straight, but if you go straight, you can only exit left. You can't turn right and come back down this way. So just know that. But plenty of parking, plenty of things to do here in Union Point Park. Let's take a couple more strolls here through Union Point. All right, we're gonna walk across. We've looked at a few areas of Union Point already, pretty much most of it, honestly. We're just gonna walk through this playground right here. Well, I call it a playground. It's not technically a full-fledged playground, but it's, you know, it's got a swing set. It's got, like I said, it's got these bears have been here a long time where you can sit down on the bears and the kids can play on them. Got some picnic tables over here and over there, and like I said, and also too, a lot of people walk their dogs here, so they have these doggy pot stations. Like I said, they got these permanent cornhole boards. These are a new addition. These have not been here that long, and so that's really neat. And then walking over here, you can obviously see the swing set. Just a couple more areas for me to show you here in Union Point. As you can see over there, that brick building over there with the blue doors, that is public restrooms, so you can use the restroom when you are here at Union Point. That white fence area right there, they're actually getting ready to take that down. That is actually it's actually a mobile ice skating center. And like I said earlier, here's where that walking path begins right here, and it goes all the way around. Like I said earlier, you can continue to go under the drawbridge and behind the convention center. Now, this is my kids' favorite area or favorite thing to do here in Union Point by far. You can pay a quarter and you can feed the ducks. And they are all here, as you can see. They just pretty much wait here. They are just waiting for someone to start feeding them. I do not blame them. Little sandy area right here. And you can come out here and pay a quarter and you can feed the ducks. So I want to come back out here. You know, since it's already up, I do want to show you this ice skating ring. I mean, if it's already here, why not show it? I don't really know what this material would be. I tried ice skating one time in my life. That did not end well, I can tell you that. You can see they got this interlocking floor system. Pretty neat. I have not done this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not tried this. Honestly, I don't think I plan on trying it. I'll let my kids do it when they get a little older. Here's the little building that you had to go and pay. They had concessions, as you can see, popcorn, chocolate chip cookies, water, hot cocoa. Hot cocoa would be good right now. It's about, I think the high today is gonna be 49 degrees. It is chilly this week here in New Bern. But also the last thing I'm gonna show you here in Union Point is that there is public boat access here in Union Point. This is where obviously you would park your trucks and your boat trailers, and you got 2 access points right here where you can put your boat in. All right, so that concludes Union Point Park. Just a really cool area. I mean, it's one of the focal points of downtown New Bern. And so what we'll do next is I'm gonna hop in the truck. We're gonna drive over a block over, and I'm gonna show you some things, you know, on that side of downtown New Bern. And I'll see you then. Okay, we've made our way across the street from Union Point. As you can see, Union Point is over there. We were just across the road over there. We've made our way over to South Front Street. And I think what I'm gonna do for this vlog is I'm just gonna break this down by streets here in the downtown area. That way you can kind of get a better understanding. You can kind of follow along on a map. That way, if you ever do come to New Bern, you kind of have an easy reference point as to where you're at or where you want to go based off what you see in this video. So, like I said, we're on South Front Street right now. Off to my left right here, here is the Riverfront Convention Center. You get the sign right there. So obviously, just a general convention center. Obviously, a lot of stuff happens at the convention center. Random stuff. Businesses and people and entities can rent it out and hold whatever types of events or parties they want to have there. All right, continuing on South Front Street. Here are some of the buildings off to my right. Most of these old homes have been converted into some type of business or offices. Not all of them, but most of them. Let me see, paint over here to the left. Obviously, there's a convention center behind us, which we just checked out. Massive parking space. Over on the left here, there are some business buildings over there. You got the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, as well as the SkySail condominiums that you can buy. So in some of these areas, I may fast forward. That way I don't bore you. All right, let's continue on South Front Street. I actually just stopped the camera. I saw a buddy that I know. This building right here, which was, we've always known it as the Harvey Mansion. It's actually being redone and converted into a boutique hotel. I actually did not know that, which is pretty cool. Well, over here, you got Front Street Dentistry, pediatric dentistry, which is really cool. I'm just kind of coming back now. Obviously, you can see the convention center, which we were at earlier. It's a couple of old buildings. Obviously, need to shout out my favorite lender, Lloyd Dahl with Guaranteed Rate. There's his office. You can see him in some of my videos on my YouTube channel. So if you need a lender, don't forget to shout out or get in touch with Lloyd. You got Nautical Wheelers. It's just a shoes, clothing, jewelry, souvenirs, wine shop. They kind of got a little bit of everything over there. Really neat store. And like I said, off to the left right here, you have obviously some office buildings. Right here, you have, like I said, the DoubleTree by Hilton over there. Also, this is the intersection of South Front Street and Craven. Let me just make sure I don't get hit by a car. Obviously, there's Craven Street. We will obviously be touring that one shortly, but right now, it's continuing on South Front Street. So you can see off to my left here, a lot of these older buildings, like I told you earlier, have been converted into office buildings on the left and the right here. Up here on the left, you got some banks. All right, so we are now at the intersection of South Front Street and Middle Street. There's a look down Middle Street. Like I said, we will break the section of these videos down by street so everyone has a better understanding. So like I said, off to the left here on the one, like I said, also all this stuff like the DoubleTree by Hilton, there you can see the building for the SkySail condominiums. All of this is on the Trent River. So it's waterfront down here. Continuing on South Front Street, let me go ahead and cross the road here. Obviously you got Wells Fargo Advisors right there on that side. You got the Beartown Market right there. And just remember, we're still on South Front Street. Right here to the left, you have Blackbeard's Triple Play Restaurant and Sports Bar. So one of the first restaurants you can check out, as well as you got Pirates Cove Oyster Bar and Seafood Restaurant. Now, I do want to show you this off to the left. This is right here on South Front Street. This is the Farmers Market building. Now, obviously the Farmers Market is only open on Saturday mornings, but this is where you would come in at. A lot going on here at the Farmers Market. There's a lot of vendors. As you can see here, they're opening back up this Saturday, 24 hours, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So always got to check out the Farmers Market. It's pretty neat. This right here, this is the main entrance. You can go in through those doors and then you can walk all the way to the back, go out the back, and then come out this side right here, and all the vendors are lined up on that side of the parking lot as well as inside. All right, continuing on South Front Street, coming up on the intersection of South Front Street and Hancock Street. Hancock Street's pretty cool because Hancock Street has the part of the railroad system on it. As you can see, the railroad system goes all the way down there, and then it goes all the way down here, and then actually goes over the water on a railroad bridge. So that's Hancock Street. We're gonna cross over the railroad tracks here. Like I said, coming up to the end of South Front Street, but some really cool things at the end of South Front Street. One of my favorite things is off to the right here, which is Bury the Hatchet Axe Throwing Company. In my opinion, one of the coolest and fun things to do as an adult here in downtown New Bern. Just can have a really good time. Been here several times with my wife, as long as with a group of people, work related, just really fun activities. I mean, who doesn't like throwing sharp axes at wood? So this is Bury the Hatchet. Highly suggest that you check that out if you come to New Bern. So right here at the end of South Front Street, we have the North Carolina History Museum. It's a really cool museum. There's the entrance right there. This glare of the sun is really bright. So I'm trying to get up here so you can take a look. So you can see the entrance of the North Carolina History Center. Really cool place. Got to check it out. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that if you come to the back of the History Center here, along the waterfront, you have a really good restaurant called Lawson's on the Creek. Just really good food. You just go up this ramp right here, go in, there's the restaurant. Like I said, there is the SkySail condominium buildings. Let me go up here so you can see a view of this water view right here, which is really nice. And the History Center, they have, you can access it right here. You can do the river walk, which we'll go down there and look at that as well. But here's the water view. This is all part of the History Center out here. So we're still behind the History Center, and I also showed you where Lawson's on the Creek restaurant is. Now obviously what I want to do is behind all of this, there is a lot of people don't know about this. You'd be surprised too, a lot of people that live in New Bern actually haven't even been here. I'm not saying that applies to everyone, but there's a lot of people that have not walked this back here. This is what it's called, the River Walk. Like I said, you can access this behind the History Center and Lawson's on the Creek restaurant. Just a very, very nice walkway. Now, this is not a continuous walkway. Like if I follow this path, it won't take me all the way back to Union Point. There's some interruptions in there. But this little section here on the river is really nice. Just look at these views. Looks like someone lost their boat. Unplugged, that's the name of the boat. It looks unplugged. So here is the River Walk, which, as you can see here, this sign right here, more specifically, the Kieran Rand Water Walk. You just see these beautiful views of the river here. This is the Trent River. Like I said, the Trent River comes all the way back here, goes all the way that way, and then it comes out this way and converges with the Neuse. There, right there, you can get a good view of the railroad track bridge that comes off of Hancock Street that we saw earlier. One more, let me give you one more view of this water view. It's really nice out today. It's cold, but it's nice. Just kind of pan around here so you can see this water walk. This is just a really quiet and relaxing place. Come and read a book like that gentleman was doing, or walk your dog out here. And we're going to continue this way. Like I said, this is not a continuous walking path all the way along the waterfront back towards the Union Point. It breaks up a little bit, obviously. So you would have to walk this path all the way back out to South Front Street, and you would just kind of cut in and kind of go behind, like I said, the Scottsdale condominiums. Go behind there and you can see that path right there. Behind there, you can take that and walk that. But this would bring you back across. This would take you all the way back out to South Front Street. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut to, it's gonna take me a good minute to get back up to South Front Street. So I will meet up with you again back up there. So I'm back up here at South Front Street, and as I was walking back up, I was thinking to myself, I'm probably gonna break this video down into different parts. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So consider this part one of the Downtown New Bern vlog tour, which was Union Point Park and South Front Street. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, hit the like button. And if you're considering moving to the New Bern area, I would love to help out in any way that I can. My contact information is down in the description of this video. Don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got you back when moving to New Bern. So be on the lookout for part 2 of this downtown New Bern tour. And until then, take care.